Yo, I'm Colin.
Narika.
And you are?
No, we are.
No, but who are they?
The people.
The bench warmers.
We are the bench.
we
are the bench. Colin's part of the bench. I'm the bench. This is the bench. Welcome to the bench.
Well, now that we all know who we are, how you been, fam?
I'm good. How are you? Yo, actually, I'm not that great.
Why? What happened?
Guys, I've never been so disrespected before in my life.
Shocker.
After watching a certain show on a certain channel this weekend.
I mean, it has to do with islands.
And it has to do with love.
We don't know what it's called. We don't know if it should be on TV.
That should not be
shocker.
on TV.
That was
Oh my word.
abysmal, guys.
That was an L.
We expected better.
Did we expect better?
We did expect better.
Did we expect better?
But the people who made the show didn't think that we would expect better. I don't know what happened there. I don't know who created it. Hopefully, I mean, from the looks of it, now the only way is up.
Is it?
You know?
Up to where? Do you know what? Okay, fine. Have like bad casting. Have like the lack of understanding around the words like diversity and representation, you know, being from South Africa, because that's important to people like us, to young people. We're the next generation. That's what, you know, we push in society. But production.
Abysmal.
Guys, I've seen toddlers walk around with their parents' iPhone shooting better videos.
Yeah, no, respect iMovie. iMovie's not that bad, okay? That thing was done like on a PicMix.
Oh my
BBM
goodness.
Screen Munch kind of level, fam. That was bad.
Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. But there's just a lot that happened this weekend.
Yeah.
On the upside, I want to say Cupcake, but I always feel like I'm disrespecting our president when I call him Cupcake.
CR7.
Uncle Cyril came through, you know, brought us down, guys, to level 1.
We're down or up? Because we were down. We were down bad.
No, you're going down.
And now the people are up.
No, we go down levels. The
No,
higher
you
you
go
up
up levels.
No, you got the higher.
Because one level, if you're going in an elevator.
Yeah, but the higher the level, the higher the restrictions.
If you're going in
Colin.
an elevator.
The higher the level, the higher the restrictions. He brought us back.
The lower the level,
The more restrictions. Does that make
the
sense?
less things we can do in life.
No, Colin. No.
That's what.
No.
Think about it.
Level 1 lockdown. Level 1 lockdown. But COVID is still around, guys. So social distance, wear a mask, sanitize, wash your hands. You know, do that, but just have a bit more fun. I'm excited. I'm so excited. We're going to kick off with the CAF Championship.
We are.
And no surprise there. Sundowns are currently top of the group in their group stages. They beat an Algerian team.
What's the name?
The Algerian team.
Yeah.
CR Belouzidad.
Belouzidad.
But Timber's one who got onto that score sheet. 2 goals, no surprise there.
I mean, like half the team got onto the score sheet. They won, what, 5-1?
5-1.
5-1, so
But
big up to the boys.
there was a red card to the Algerian team 3 minutes into the game, so I don't know. Like,
You're playing in the Champions League, fam.
but you go 10 men down,
never
and you
concede
still
5
have
goals.
like 87 minutes left
You
of
should
the
never
game.
concede 5 goals.
They're back at it again on Saturday in their next round of games, but I'm pretty sure Mamelodi Sundowns going to win that game as well. They just seem unstoppable, unbeatable, entertaining.
We called it, though. The invincible season's loading. You heard it here first.
Then Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
What's an episode without us questioning what's going on at Kaizer Chiefs? Are you guys even playing football anymore? Is it even a football club? What are you guys doing?
Kaizer Chiefs caught a streetwise fall with a side of a red card there in that game. It was a lot happening. A lot happening. I think Gavin Hunt, when he comes back to South Africa, he has to answer to the fans.
4-0 loss
Yeah.
against the Moroccan team. Considering that this is Chiefs' first time reaching the group stages after like multiple failed attempts. So now you finally get to the group stages. You're one step closer. You concede 4 goals. You get a red card in the 91st minute. That was Mpahlele got a red card. So now that doesn't make sense that you are getting a red card towards the end of the game, knowing that you have more games to.
I think it's just frustration.
Ah, man.
You know, like you're already getting beat 4-0. You're down. You want to go back home. Might as well hit the showers earlier before everybody else and get on the bus.
We thought that maybe the abysmal performance in the league would correspond to like a great CAF Champions League, continental football. But yeah, I was looking at the socials and people said, nah, it ain't it. CAF ain't it for Chiefs. Football ain't it. They should maybe just go on a gap year.
Change the sport.
Go on a gap year.
Maybe create a rugby team.
Maybe find who they are.
Kaizer Chiefs cricket.
Travel Europe, braid your hair.
Like kind of eat, pray, love kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You know?
Just find out who you are as a person and continue. But in their defense, like, you know, you could, Chief supporters, you could come to me and tell me that your team was playing in 38 degrees Celsius weather. This was the match being played after being cancelled and postponed 3 times prior. Difficult conditions. But 4 goals. But we're going to bring it back here into the circle, close the circle that is South Africa. Talk about the PSL. It was the Nedbank Challenge weekend.
The one. Keona.
Which is always exciting. I think it's just exciting when you see the non-PSL teams put in performances.
Yeah, we
put in their
spoke about
shifts,
them.
guys.
How's Aunty Callies and the boys?
Yo, Aunty Callies and the boys in their minivan. It was a goalless draw. But Aunty Callies Boys won 5-4 on penalties.
They did. So the minivan carries on going, guys. You never know.
Into the next round.
I just think I want a Richards Bay versus Aunty Callies. You know? That would just be a combination of a week's worth of content that we're predicting to the people coming to life. You know what I'm saying?
And that might happen because Richards Bay played TS Sporting. Richards Bay won 2-1. But those goals came. Like, we watched that game. It was 0-0. Looked like it was going to extra time. Looked like it was going to penalties.
It's just, it was a long game. It took a while to actually kick into gear.
Went to make some toast. Came back 2-1. Richards Bay.
2-1.
Gassed.
I mean, the people of Richards Bay carry on. I mean, not proving us wrong because we did say you had a quality football team. I mean, you beat Chiefs for a reason. Then they first in the Glad Africa for a reason. So they performing well in the league. It's just that, guys, you don't expect these things from like smaller teams, you know, from smaller provinces and towns and stuff. So shout out to the boys. They keep on going on. They
were meant to get a pen and go up in the game.
They were.
Didn't get the pen. Carlin literally said the ref is blind.
The ref was blind.
Maybe he needs to go for an eye test.
It was shocking.
I don't know. Do you see a 1 or do you see a 2? What's going on? And then TS Sporting, they went into the lead of was it a corner header or set piece. So TS Sporting went into the lead, and then Richards Bay showed their character that you can only get from KZN. I think this was kind of a shock result in the Nedbank. Chippa United, Cape Town City. Cape Town City got knocked out 2-1.
The boys from the Eastern Cape are actually doing the things.
Quem took them into the lead. Augustine Quem.
He did.
When last time we said that name?
Last week.
Oh, yes.
Last week, fam.
Yes.
Last week. You know, that's what I'm saying. So recently, the boys have been performing. And then you get Bienvenue, who won the game for them. So, as I said, it is a shock. You don't expect the Cape Town City to actually, like, get knocked out by Chippa United.
But players like Bienvenue, Evanga, and Augustine Quem.
You know,
you can't
gotta keep on your toes, fam.
Sleep with one eye open when that's happening. So yeah, that's Chippa United into the next round. That is vibes. Another, I guess, guys, like Nedbank was just coming at me with like shock. Like,
I mean, it's proper cup football.
Shock results.
This is what we want.
You don't know what to expect.
This is what we want.
Black Leopards beat AmaZulu. Coach Benny out.
As we said last week, again, teams from Limpopo boys are doing bits, fam. Doing bits. I mean, if you watch the game, right? If you watch the game, AmaZulu were nowhere.
Yeah.
Right? Respectfully, they were nowhere. You know, you don't expect an AmaZulu team who's been doing well in the league, actually picking up performance against bigger teams, you know, to actually get into this game and just not perform. I mean, they did start big signing, Pure Shabalala. I mean, we all know Shaba. Shaba got the bits, fam. You got the skill, you got everything.
2010
you know,
Star Boy.
Memories.
Star Boy.
But on the day when it actually matters,
it's very hard to like live up to that reputation.
You know,
start off too strong, and now.
No, but it's quality, it's class, fam. It's class.
No, it's like that guy. No, it's like that one guy on that same show we started speaking about. That said that, yeah, that's a picture of me when I played first team cricket or rugby.
Oh, You're still living in the past, fam. Still
My
living
guy.
in the past.
You're in your 20s now. Why are we talking about first team sports? School sports. What are you doing now? Oh, you were a Protea. Oh, you were a Springbok. Maybe it's not the same thing because Simpiwe Shabalala did score 2010 World Cup.
He did. That's not first team cricket.
That's levels.
That's levels. So
that's a
respect
better
him,
level.
man.
Yes. I did expect a win from AmaZulu. I'm not gonna lie. I think it is disappointing that they lost, but it's another win for Black Leopards, and they're pulling out the performances when it seems to matter the most.
When it seems to matter, I think when it's crunch time, they're actually coming together and deciding that guys, let's respect ourselves, respect the team, and try and make a season out of it. Because I mean,
make it exciting.
Make it exciting because nobody wants to play football and get battered every week. You want to pick up wins. So if it means that the boys actually, it doesn't matter how you get the wins, but as long as you get them, and the boys have been getting them. So yeah.
Maritzburg United lost 3-1 to Pirates. Maritzburg, it's like up and down. It's an emotional roller coaster. It's like you guys play well on the pitch, but then the results don't match the performance on the pitch. They started off the game really well. They took the lead against Pirates, which is kind of setting up the scene like, Maritzburg might be doing the things.
Another defensive mistake from Pirates.
I think the win is more important, but the more you progress. And if you're trying to get back up there, to try challenge
with like bigger teams.
Try challenge Sundowns, to try challenge on continental football. Those little mistakes are going to come. They're going to collect there, when you just collect, and then
the taxman
comes and becomes like, actually, I want all of it. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why they're leaking defensively.
I think it's just a chemistry thing. Do you
think it's chemistry?
With the COVID season that we are in and the newer signings and everything, I think next season will probably be a proper Pirates team that we're actually going to see. Hopefully, we cross our fingers, right? We don't expect them to actually be doing, because it's silly mistakes, guys. It's silly mistakes.
It does seem like you're like in two minds to make that decision.
Yeah.
But I really expected before, like pre-season, seeing that Bafana captain, in a Pirate shirt.
Yeah.
I really thought defensively
it was going to be solid.
There would be no errors. But it seems like defensively is where their weak points are.
Yeah. Because going forward, I mean, they even proved it. They conceded a goal.
Dion Hotto back on the score sheet. Vincent Pule on the score sheet.
So going forward, they're unmatched, right? The one thing that you're always going to worry about if you are a Pirates fan is that you may score 3, but you may concede 4.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Maybe they're working with that logic of just outscore the other team, and let's see how we do it.
It's working.
I guess it is working for Pirates, but another shocker, and this is cup football. TTM versus Swallows. Game ended 2-2, was taken to penalties. TTM beat Swallows 4-3 on pins.
The unbeaten run has finally come to an end. Well, not in the league, but I mean, they have been unbeaten in all competitions since March. So it's a whole year now. March, They're out of the cup competition. Who expected that?
It always seemed like Swallows was on the back foot though.
Yeah.
So TTM took a lead with Mnyamane.
Tabo. Yeah.
And then Swallows replied.
But even when they replied, it was always like they were, when you're grasping at something, like you were never actually gonna win the game, but you were always just chasing TTM. It looked like on the day TTM just had this hunger to actually go into the quarters, where Swallows were like, we're not really interested in the cup competition because we're doing so well in the league, So it was a kind of weird one to watch if you're a neutral fan.
I think it's hard to say that though as well, because which team or which club would not want to win?
I mean, you want to win games, Nobody goes into the game like being like, oh no, we're gonna draw just for a point, or like we're gonna lose. Everybody wants to win football matches, especially if you're a professional, right? But I think it's priorities, because at the end of the day, we all know it's a business, and people, you gotta make business decisions, right? You don't wanna, especially a club like Swallows is not the biggest club out there. It's not a Sundowns or Pirates, or Chiefs. They don't have squad depth, right? So the players that they play in these cup competitions are the same ones that are going to play midweek and stuff.
And they have to carry you through the league.
So if they do finish in the top 4 or even the top 8 in the season, which is most likely going to happen, I mean, it's Swallows.
And also considering where they were last season.
Yeah, you know.
Where were they?
That's the important thing for them, you know.
Yeah.
So I think cup competitions aren't really their priority for the season.
It's just nice.
It's just nice.
Nice to have.
It's the cherry on the top.
Like, you don't really need to eat dessert, but it's nice if it's there.
It's nice.
That's exciting. So going into the next round of games, Arrows Baraka, what do you think is going to happen there?
Arrows.
Win for
you know,
Arrows.
people come at me, right? Every week, they're like, Colin, your predictions they're trash. You know, you don't really get them right.
Top-tier football.
It's the top tier football knowledge, fam. Okay? I would say place the bet, but don't place the bet.
How does your top-tier football knowledge
take it with a grain of salt, huh?
make sense if your predictions are always wrong?
They're not wrong. They're not wrong. Literally, go right, rewind, go into last week's video right now. You know, pause. I'll give you time to pause. Are you back? Okay, go. Come back. Tell me in the comments what predictions of mine were wrong.
Chippa, I'm just going to ignore that and continue, guys, because Colin and his top-tier football knowledge is a whole conversation and a whole video for another day. Off-season conversation. Chippa United, Cape Town City, midweek game.
What's your prediction?
I don't know, hey, because I think Cape Town City are going to win.
Like a revenge thing.
Considering that they lost.
A revenge thing.
On the weekend.
Yeah. I back Cape Town. I mean, you don't want to lose to a team like twice
back
in
to
a
back.
season. You know, essentially back to back.
And they're not Kaizer Chiefs, so I don't see Cape Town City doing back to back L's. And then Cape Town City, well, I guess this is a Western Cape derby. They're back at it on the weekend. Cape Town City versus Stellenbosch. Back in the boys, Stellenbosch for a W, 3 points. That's where we at. It'd be really great if Cape Town City win their midweek game against Chippa United, and then they come to Stellenbosch
like
go
on a high.
Yeah, and then they play Stellenbosch and then they lose.
Like unexpectedly lose.
Yes.
Because nobody expects Stellenbosch to win.
No, man. Trying to set me up on a trap. Because if they go back-to-back losses, they're coming with fire. We don't need that right now. Stellenbosch are out here still, trying to figure things out. Bloem, Maritzburg?
Again, I'm kind of stale for the people because they all know what's going to happen, you know?
My money's on Maritzburg. Your money should be on Maritzburg.
Hater. Bloem, guys. You know, the real ones out there. Bloem, 3 points.
Maritzburg.
Dial it in.
And then we're back at it again with another rematch. TTM versus Swallows again. So TTM technically took away Swallows' unbeaten record.
Yes, it's another revenge match.
But it's another revenge match.
But
match. This is the league. They're still unbeaten in the league. I wonder if Swallows can pull it together and get back at
No, I
TTM.
back Swallows because we all know, I mean, with how many? Is it 10 draws now in this unbeaten streak? The way they want to hold on to this unbeaten streak, no matter what they're going to do, I feel like they're not going to lose the match. So it's either going to be a draw or a win, you know.
Drop a comment, guys. Let us know how excited you are about level 1 lockdown. What are your plans? What are you going to do? We're allowed to be out until midnight now.
We are. Are people going to hit the streets?
Are you going to hit the streets?
Are the streets calling?
If you hit the streets and midnight hits, you have to be out in the streets until 4 a.m. That's the give and take. Drop a comment and let us know what you think is going to happen this weekend. There's 2 revenge matches. Cape Town City, are they going to get their revenge? Swallows, are they going to get their revenge against TTM? Mm-hmm. It's always exciting football. It's worth the watch. It's worth committing your life and your weekend to. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's always love. You know the vibes. Until next time. Bye.